Hi, my name's Glenn Hasselman. Just making this video for the free accounting software users to show you another aspect of amending a payslip. So I've just recorded a video about how to amend a payslip and amend the single touch payroll lodgement where you've had an error on a payslip. But the situation arises is that you can only amend a single touch payroll lodgement once. So if you've tried to fix it and you've still got a problem with it, I guess it's a bit of a fail, but it can happen. And this is how you would go about fixing that. So if I go into the single touch payroll lodge, just to show you where it's at the moment, and I didn't actually lodge this, I've just sort of faked it, but I'm just demonstrating the process here. It says amendment is yes, okay, and down the bottom all the buttons are grayed out, so you cannot change this lodgement, or you cannot amend this, okay. And the software is sort of not letting you do that. However, there's a way to actually change this as a sort of quick and dirty approach. I don't recommend this, but I'll just show you how to do this. If you click on the batch description up here, you can actually unlock the batch status and change it back to created. Okay, that then will enable you to go to the payslip and you'll be able to edit and change the payslip. You won't be able to lodge it, so if you go here, although it will now enable that lodge button, it won't work because when the ATO gets it, they'll go, look, you've already lodged it. And a lot of people are getting this kind of error. So that is a quick way to correct the payslip, but it doesn't update the ATO with the new information. And it is a little bit of a problem because you've actually changed the record in your system of what was lodged with the ATO, and that's why I don't recommend doing it this way. So let me undo that and just change this back to the lodged status. Okay, now the way to properly fix it is to create a new payslip to make the correction. Okay, so now there's two ways to do this. You could have a March batch which was the reversal. Okay, so you could look at what were the totals on the payslip and actually reverse every single number to take it back to where it was prior to that payslip. Or you could add, I'll just call this correction, or you could put a payslip in just for the difference. Okay, now I'm just going to put a payslip in for the difference for the purpose of this demonstration. If you decide you're going to reverse, then you actually also need another batch with another payslip to put in the new corrected payslip. So anyway, okay, now adding a new payslip. Select the employee. Now, let's say you've even put a payslip in for more than what you paid the employee. So there's a whole lot of different reasons why you might be amending a pay slip, but let's say you paid the employee 10 hours more than what you should have, or you might have recorded a pay slip as having paid them 10 hours more than what you should have. Okay, which is not the same thing as you actually did pay them 10 hours. But anyway, I'll let you work through those things. Now, this results in a negative amount. And you shouldn't lodge this payslip anyway, but it will not let you lodge a negative amount. The other thing is that you might need to override the tax calculation as well, and actually override the superannuation. I mean, you probably won't need to override the superannuation calculation because it does calculate on a month to date. But yeah, interestingly, not working there, maybe because it's a negative or something. Anyway, now pay-as-you-go withheld is put in normally as a minus to subtract it. So if we've got a minus and we've got to add back some pay-as-you-go, we might put it in as a positive. And to correct the super, you know, this might be a minus. That's not 9.5%. But you know, super was 9.5%, 10% now. But anyway, so having put in the differences, you just save that, and you wouldn't lodge this payslip, okay? Because this is a situation where you're correcting. In reality, you paid the correct amount, but you're just recording now the changing the record to equal the correct amount. Okay, if that all makes sense. So if we go to the STP lodge page, yeah, there's the negative figures coming through, and it wouldn't be successful, this lodgement. Anyway, as I said, you don't lodge a payslip which is just a correction like this. But you do have to update the ATO. So you need to go here and create a new batch and call it March 2020 update. Now we're going to just do a $0 pay slip. So we want the start and end dates to be the same. Go to the transactions, new pay slip, select the employee, and that just brings in the year to dates, including the correction payslip that we've just done. Then you go to the single touch payroll lodge page. You tick the box, select your machine credential, or if you're using a Bassoff hosted business, you would have that as the software subscription ID, and then you click this button, and in this case it says update STP batch. So that is going to transfer the information to the ATO as what is called an update event, and it just tells the ATO, look, the correct year-to-date figures for the pay for this employee is whatever it is, and yeah, so that's how you do it. Well, I hope that's adequately explained it, and thanks for watching.